Hello everyone and welcome to Zoha Radio Voice of Humanity. Today we want to talk about something that almost all of us have dealt with in our lives. Worry. A worry about the future, fear of not having enough, and everyday anxieties. With us today is Zoha, a researcher in religious studies. Hello Zoha and welcome to this episode. Hello, thank you for having me. I think today we all really need to explore this topic and find solutions because today's world is full of both small and big worries. Exactly. So when I talk to many people, especially young people, they often say we are afraid of the future. We don't know what will happen, what if things don't go as we planned, and so many other questions and worries like that. So I wanted to ask, what's the Islam view on these worries? Mhm. Look, a worry is a human feeling. Every person experiences it many times throughout their life, so this feeling is common among all people and it's natural. But what makes people different is how they deal with it and how they react to it. So you mean that someone like me who believes in God should react differently to worry than someone who doesn't? Yes, exactly. In the mindest of a believer, God is the one who knows everything. In the Quran, God says something very precise and beautiful in the verse 59 of Surah Al-An'am. God says, the keys of the unseen are only with me, and I know everything, even a leaf that falls from a tree is not hidden from my knowledge. So God even knows when a leaf fell. And this knowledge of God is not just knowing without being able to act. We human made know many things, but we don't have the power to change them. But God, who knows everything and has full power to change any situation. So when we are talk about God's knowledge, it's different from ours. And now let's go back to our topic and think a little deeper. What are we humans usually afraid of? What makes us worried? Things that we can see or don't know. For example, we're afraid of the dark because we don't know what lies within it. We're afraid of the future because we don't know what will happen. And now we believe in a God who tells us, my dear, I see everything, even the leaf that just fell from the tree. So God even pays attention to the small detail of lives. Let me give you an example. Imagine the manager of a very large company. They made know the overall profit and loss of the whole company, and they made know the production numbers. But do they know if a worker on the fifth floor just suddenly got a leg cramp? Do you know? Do they know if a tiny screw in the machinery is loose? Of course not, because they are only human, yes? But is God like that? No, no, not at all. The same God who created the galaxies with all their greatness and wonder, his eye is also on an ant walking on a black stone in the middle of night. Wow, what a beautiful image. This shows that God values everything. Yes, exactly. You are asking wonderful questions. Each one deserves a full session of its own. Well, I'll definitely do that. Now, let me ask you this. This merciful God who says you want a leaf fall, does he not see the worry hearts inside us? What about the tears that silently gather in our eyes at night? Does he see them? Yes. What about the hairy gnat in our throat that chokes us? Does he see that? Is it possible that God doesn't see this, or is different to them? God says in another words, I'm closer to you than your neck wing. What does that mean? It means God is closer to your pain, to your tests, to your sleepless nights than everyone else. How wonderful that God exists, and how wonderful that I believe in God. When there is a God so aware of every detail, so powerful, and so close to me, then I'm not alone anymore, am I? No, never, no, not at all. We are never alone. That's exactly the meaning of tawakkul. Trust in God. What happens when you think you are in control of everything, and when you can't control it all, worry comes to you, right? But when you know that everything is in God's hands, everything is in God's hands, you feel peace. When your heart is certain that your God is managing everything, your heart finds calm. How peaceful this is, and how much more meaningful our lives become when we trust God instead of worrying. Like a leaf that separates from a tree and gently falls to the ground because it knows this fall was meant by God and that it will become part of the soul again and grow anew. Know this too, your faults and setbacks in the life are not without purpose, are not without meaning. God sees everything, records it, and chooses the best time for growth. So tawakkul means surrendering our efforts to God. That's the true meaning of tawakkul, that we are not never alone in life. Remember, God doesn't just see the you fall. He also sees the tears of your sleepless nights. He sees all your efforts, all your attempts, and even the times you didn't succeed. So find peace because God is here and He's watching over you. Thank you, Zoha. These conversations was truly calming. I hope our listeners take something meaningful from this and know that they are never alone. And in the end, I just want to say again, I'm so grateful that I believe in a merciful God. Please write in the comments how you deal with your worries. I love you all, and until the next episode, be